Guys, welcome to my channel. Now today I am going to touch on mother wombs. Yes, I know last week I touched on mother, mommy, dearest, and the effects of and trauma that trauma could have to the effects that a mommy could have to her kids or transfer to her kids through having toxic relationships, establishing toxic relationships with her kids. This is very close to me. I'll be transparent with you. Um, as I said before, I grew up in an extended home, so I do have a lot of mommy wounds that I'm in the process of getting healed. God has been taking me to a healing program, deliverance surgery, and he's also brought me through. He's bringing me through some deliverance. So I'm getting to see where it is that I have some of my wombs that need healing, and there are a lot of people who pretend that they're going to relationships with toxicity and with wounds that are not healed. And it's funny that me going through this has led me to use my forum as a platform, or use this platform as something as a point of contact for healing for myself. Now, so I am going to do a review on the Black Mother Wound podcast, and this is with Jennifer Arnise. Um, I just found her today, and this is my first reaction video. I am only going to do 8 minutes reaction of her topic, which is called How the Relationship with Your Mother Shapes Your Friendships. This is important, even with your relationship with your significant other. So let's get into it, okay?
Welcome to the Black Mother Womb podcast. I'm your host, Jennifer Arnise. I made a post, a reel on Instagram a couple months back that people really resonated with. And it said that little girls who spend too much time seeking their mother's approval turn into grown women who obsess over people thinking that they're a good person. And that made me think a lot about friendship and how having a mother wound has impacted us in our friendships. The mother wound is a relational wound. It is created between us and our mother. It is not something between a stranger. It is not something that happens with ourselves. It is not the wound so much of society. It is developed with the relationship we have with our mother. Our mother is our first love, and for many of us, our first friend. And when I say friend, the first person that we trust, the first person we want to confide in, the first person that gives us back to ourselves. And so, how we show up in friendships is directly impacted by the relationship we had with our mother. And all I hear is TLC in the background. You know, my brain be going everywhere. What about your friends? Will they be around? Will they let you down again? Some of y'all might be too young for that, but all my 70s and 80s babies, y'all already know what it is.
Yes, we do.
So if you have experienced being let down by your mother, rejected, not being able to trust your mother, there's a good chance that you took it personally, that you believe that it was due to your own behavior, because that's what the child in us thinks, the underdeveloped ego, because it's a part of our survival. Oh, if I'm being treated this way, It must be because of something I'm doing. Let me, if I'm not getting the treatment I want, let me change my behavior because it has to be my fault. So when we grow up and we get into friendship, we become obsessed with people thinking that we are a good person and that
I have to stop it right there, and that's exactly what's happening to me. I have this aura, or tend to be want to be the best, like an angel, kind of personality, and it really hits home. Uh, I'm sorry, and why am I apologizing? Let's get on with it.
we are all the things that our mother wasn't to us. We want to always be there and supportive. We want to be a listening ear. We want to be encouraging, accepting. We want to be patient. We want to overextend ourselves and be there. If they're in distress, we want to be there to help them. All of these things we really put in our friendship bucket. And there's nothing wrong with it in and of itself, except when there is no reciprocity. A healthy relationship requires reciprocity. Guess what? You didn't get when you were a child. You didn't get the reciprocity. It was a one-way street of you giving love, you giving encouragement, you accepting your mother how she is, even if it is fucked up, and you not being able to get that in return. You being patient with her making mistakes, but not having that
Sorry, I didn't expect her to cuss out, folks. All those Christians out there, I'm sorry, I apologize. But let's get on with it.
extended back in your direction. So we grow up to be in these one-sided friendships. And what happens is, this is a theme. If you've been listening long enough, you already know this. The theme is how we reject and abandon ourselves through our choices, our activities, and the people that we spend time with, right? So, what I want us to look at is how we can become a better friend to ourselves. Because a lot of us go through life and we've never had a good friend. We might have somebody who we think is a good friend, but we haven't had a good friend. And if someone did come around who could have been a good friend, we may not have recognized them because we are accustomed to not having our needs met. We are accustomed to being the one who is doing all of the giving. We're accustomed to changing who.
And that is what is happening to me. I am in my 50s. Why do I have to keep doing this? Why do I have to extend myself? Why do I have to give all and receive a slap in the face and settle for less? Okay? When are my needs going to be met? In friendship and relationship. This falls typically, this is in my basket. I am getting really personal. I'm being open and straightforward. So here goes again. Sorry, guys, I keep jumping in.
who we are to accommodate someone else. We're accustomed to not being vulnerable and not showing who we really are. And we are absolutely experts at not speaking up when somebody does something that we don't think is okay. We give another chance, we let it slide, we pretend we don't notice what's happening, we give them the benefit of the doubt, which is bullshit because there is no benefit in doubt when it comes to people.
Yep.
Because all you're doing is, I'm going to give them the benefit of me doubting myself.
Yep.
But you're doubting yourself because you already have an original thought that something ain't right. Something ain't kosher. So you doubt yourself to extend it to them. We're not doing that anymore, okay? Their time is
Hallelujah.
done.
I agree.
What's up, and thank you for watching this episode of the Black Mother Womb podcast. I'll let you get back to it in less than 60 seconds. If you're watching this, then you've been struggling with the effects of the painful relationship with your mother.
Okay, so I'll just skip that part. Let's get on with it. We have, I think we have about 3 more minutes, 4 more minutes again, and then I'll take it off and then I'll give my feedback. If you want to, you can, I'll put the link where you can go directly to her video and watch the whole 20, I think 25 minutes. I am not going to do her whole video on my reaction. I'm just doing 10 minutes or less. And then I'm going to give my feedback. Okay. Disclaimer, I am not a social worker. I am not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I am not a psychiatrist. I'm just going by what therapy that I am going to be in and I am in, just giving my feedback. Growing up in a home where I did not have that um, nurturing, I should say. I got the nurturing from my grandmother, but not my mother. So this is more a personal walk and a personal share with you guys, and for anybody who's going through mother wombs. I am not a teacher. Okay, so I'm just doing a reaction video and just wanted to share my personal experience. Okay, so let's go back to her.
Can change your life for the better. If you're ready to start thriving in your life now, click the link in the description.
Let's go on
You
again.
can only have healthy friendships
Okay.
when you start being a good friend to yourself. You don't tolerate being mistreated. You don't tolerate people using you, people lying to you, lying on you, lying about you. All of those things become unacceptable. And I always talk about the reparenting of the inner child. And I do this to show two people, the grown ass version of you and the little girl version of you. Because what we accept in friendships as an adult, if we had a daughter, we would never, ever want her to accept that in her relationships with people she calls her friends. We would never want that for her. But somehow we've made it okay for ourselves. And that's again where the reparenting comes in. This is a situation where you begin to practice the reparenting in your friendship relationships. It's the same questions you're always going to ask yourself. You get quiet, take a deep breath in, get settled. What do you need from me right now? How does this situation make you feel? What do you want me to do about it? These are powerful questions, simple questions that you need to get in the habit of asking yourself. How does this make you feel when you find out that a friend has told your business and you find out about it and this was something to be in confidence? And you say, well, it's all right. It's not a big deal. I'm not worried about it. Is that really true? But your body is telling you you feel something different. You need to learn what your emotions are. How does that make me feel? It makes me feel sad. It makes me feel kind of humiliated. I'm embarrassed that she would have shared that. Assess how we feel or access how we feel. We're so emotionally shut down and we have completely dumbed down our emotions. It's like taking a Novocaine when you go to the dentist. And when you do this, it's impossible for you to have a high quality relationship with yourself, which is what healing the mother wound is all about. But you also are not going to have a high quality relationship with others. You're not going to be able to have healthy friendships. And then what happens by the time that you're in your 30s, 40s, or 50s, you have been hurt so much by people that you realize I can't trust anybody. I don't have no friends. I'm just depend on myself. If you knew how many of y'all come into my DMs and talk about how you have decided that I don't need nobody, I'm just gonna be by myself. I can't trust nobody.
I have to stop it right there. I'm gonna let you guys go on her link, go on her page, and it's the Black Mother Womb podcast, Jennifer Arnise. And I am in love with her. I think I might be even joining her therapy class. This is um, this is good. So she touched on some good topics. She talk about how you sometimes dumb down yourself to please people, because for a friend, or say you're in a relationship, say your relationship with your kids, you tend to let them walk all over you. Trust trust is compromised. Um, you've been mistreated all the time. This is these are effects of the of a wounded uh, mother's womb. Also, I just want to do one more thing. Um, I have here. So let me just explain what is a mother's womb in case you don't know what it is. The mother womb is the concept that describes a physiological impact of a person's relationship with their mother. It can be caused by a variety of factors, such as physical or emotional neglect, or when a mother passes on unprocessed trauma to her children. For example, a mother might not offer emotional support, safety, or warmth, even if she provides physical care. Okay? So that's important. Nurturing. It all falls under the category of nurturing. And sometimes um, some kids or kids might not have that nurturing, motherly nurturing. Some signs of mother wombs in women include low self esteem, self worth, perfectionism. That's me. I try to be perfect. Lack of motivation, sometimes, self sabotaging behaviors. Mhm. Fear of abandonment or rejection, difficulty expressing emotions, uh, boundary issues. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Some ways to heal it: self cure, practicing self compassion, self love, creativity, expression, trying art, music, drama, or writing. That's one thing I do. Connecting with emotions, allowing yourself to feel hurt, rage, and resentment. Parenting yourself, developing self awareness and forgiveness. That is so important. Now, yes, I had mother wombs. Yes, I am going through some healing process. I have overcome some of these wombs, but there are wombs still going through healing process. These are things that I am identifying because as what could happen is that you could pass this on to your kids. You know, this could be passed easily on. Whatever happened to me and my mother could also happen to me and my son. So this is something that I thought that I would share today. Um, God is opening my eyes, and there's a healing process that is going through, and so just wanted to share with you guys. So who God bless? No man kiss. If God be for me, who could be against me? Love you all. Oh, and I forgot to say this. I want to thank all my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. This channel, I'm still it's a reaction channel, so there's no particular topic that I'm going to deal with. It's more on life, lifestyle, and culture. So you would get it. You would get my reaction videos going from cultural to lifestyle to um, you know, trauma, probably anything that is beneficial for living, towards living, something that will benefit your life, culturally or medically, health wise, healthy living. So thank you for joining, and I'll see you soon, guys. God bless. Bye.